College basketball in the United States is taking on an international flavor with more and more import of foreign talent. The schools are shooting for good players. The foreigners are hoping to score it big in the U.S. Bruce Morton has been following the action.
Kids play basketball on every playground in the country. It's a very American game. But it's also a big money game these days, and ambitious college recruiters have traveled the world to find young men to play it. 7'3" Rick Smits came from Holland to play ball and study at Marist College in Poughkeepsie, New York. Alain Forestier came from France, Rudy Bourgarel from Guadeloupe, Miroslav Pekarski from Yugoslavia, Peter Krasovic from Hungary.
I knew that the best place to learn to play basketball was in the United States, so that's why I came here.
The foreigners helped. With Smits and Pekarski starting, Marist qualified for the first time ever for the NCAA tournament, losing to Georgia Tech in the first round. The surge of foreign players onto American campuses worries basketball commentator Billy Packer.
Are there some kids in New Rochelle that maybe with an opportunity to get a scholarship at a university might not try a little bit harder to be the player that they're looking for? To me, it was a quick fix.
Billy Packer's job is to announce basketball games. You know, our job at Marist, our basketball coach's job is to win basketball games, and you do that by getting the best players possible, and I think that's the route that we've taken.
O'Leary argues little schools without big basketball reputations can't compete in recruiting the best American players. Georgia Tech's Bobby Crements agrees.
If you get a 7'1" high school All-American player, I doubt very seriously if he's going to go to a Marist or a small school.
George Washington University has 2 Israeli players. Moti Daniel was a starter last year. Their coach agrees.
We might get an impact player from over in the European situation, more so than from the America.
But it isn't just small schools. Nationally ranked Syracuse had Ronnie Cycoli, a U.S. citizen, but one who grew up in Greece. The reason for the intensive recruiting is money. Just for getting into the NCAA tournament, Marist got over $150,000. Each of the 4 finalists will get over $750,000.
I'm a college president, say, wait a second, you get $800,000 if you can get to that Final Four. Go on over and get me some players. I mean, that's not what the system is supposed to be all about.
I think what happens today in college basketball is the big money has put more pressure on other teams to be successful.
College coaches will continue to recruit abroad and at home. Some immigrants, like Houston's Akeem Olajuwon, will find fame and fortune with the pros. Most, like most American players, will not. You know what it says on the Statue of Liberty. Give me your tired, your poor, especially if they're 7 feet tall and quick. Bruce Morton, CBS News, Washington.